Welcome to part 2 of the very first Beeline interview here on the Hive Oclock News. I'm Superbee. With me this evening is the lovely Trisha Van Cleef. Thank you for being here.
Good evening.
How are you this evening?
Very well, thanks.
We're always delighted to see you here at the Hive Gallery openings, but this is a special treat to have you on the Beeline.
Live in person.
Live, in person, and direct. I've heard it said, in fact, I've even read it said, in fact, I've even heard you interviewed, no, I didn't hear it, I read you interviewed, that you work quite differently compared to Paul Whitehead. That you're more spontaneous and you don't even do the planning thing, you just start with what you're going to create and let that process sort of define where you go.
Spontaneous.
What are you working on right now, Trisha?
Doodling.
Doodling.
Serious doodling.
Serious doodling. That is, I guess, the essence of spontaneity.
Doodling is like the warm-up to spontaneity.
I see. Do some of the doodles make it into the final piece?
Yeah, sometimes they come to life and make themselves manifest, you know.
But other times they could be buried or...
They could be lost in the malaise of laziness.
I understand.
But Trisha doesn't like to work a lot. She's very, very picky, and no more than 20 minutes at a time.
For a piece?
For a piece.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you have done a variety of media. You're not just painting, you've done furniture.
Furniture, yeah.
Yeah, and you're taking elements of clothing. Women's fashion is directly involved in some of your work that
Well,
I've
I
seen.
use pantyhose and stockings and hosiery, right?
But is that something that goes on after the painting is done, or is it also incorporated into some of the paint goes on to it?
It's all part of the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I take hose and I stretch it as far as it will go, you know, before it breaks, and then fix it with staples and pins and so on, right? It's amazing, the energy in those stretchings.
And it's very immediate, like it's this structure that suddenly pops.
Right, and I freeze it.
Trisha, I have one final question for you this evening. One question of great import. Well, actually more it's like export. What do you think the main cultural export of the United States is today? Could it be bacon and cheese on everything? Could it be the slanket? What do you think?
Apart from peanut butter,
Peanut butter probably is high up there.
Entertainment. Yeah.
What element of the entertainment world do you think has taken off the most, be it for bad or for good?
Well, after movies, reality shows.
Reality
Everything's
television.
a reality show now, everything.
Yes.
And people in other countries, they lap it up because they get to see this life, you know, that they think we live. All Americans live like that reality show.
Thank you for the reality of being here on the Beeline of the Hive Oclock News. And please give my regards to Paul.
It's been real.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Next week on the Hive O'Clock News, Superbee has a dream and the Captain's Corner. Tune your antennae into our YouTube channel every Thursday at 1 p.m. And don't forget to make believe.
Wow!
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around, buzz around, keep a buzz around.